Well, from one tragedy to another, today marks 20 years since Hurricane Katrina made landfall in the Gulf Coast, specifically Louisiana, and its impacts go far beyond the death and destruction that we saw and what was caused in the Gulf and the city itself. Meteorologist Brittany Van Voorhees shows us the changes the National Hurricane Center made after the storm hit.
It's been 20 years since Hurricane Katrina, which means 20 years of reflection and lessons learned. Robbie Berg, the warning coordination meteorologist for the National Hurricane Center, says there has been a 35 to 50% improvement in track and intensity forecasts. This means a more accurate and smaller storm track since confidence is higher, while intensity forecasts determine how strong a storm will be.
And that also then narrows down the areas where watches and warnings are issued. So we're not blanketing an entire coastline with those warnings.
Berg says forecast improvement is a mix of things: more experienced forecasters, improved model data, and better tools. Meteorologists have also improved the communication of impacts. This is especially important since the Saffir-Simpson wind scale, which categorizes hurricanes from 1 to 5, is only based on the maximum sustained wind.
So we've really tried to make efforts over the past decade or two to focus on each of the individual hazards themselves: the wind, storm surge, the heavy rainfall. You think about Hurricane Helene last year, we did a lot of messaging on the rainfall and flooding threats in Western North Carolina. So I think honing in on each of those individual hazards has helped that messaging.
Katrina remains one of the deadliest hurricanes on record and still holds the title of costliest storm to impact the United States. Just getting new data from the NOAA's National Center for Environmental Information, adjusted for 2024 inflation, Katrina cost the United States over $200 billion. Brad Collin, I mean, $200 billion.
Yeah.
Crazy scale.
Yeah, and as we know, New Orleans still is reeling 20 years later. I know certain areas don't feel like it's back. We've been saying that from Helene, and it's not even been a year yet.
Yeah, you see that a lot down there. I mean, I've been back several times, and there are still vacant lots.
Yes, there are.
There was never anybody to rebuild. And
or even those trailers. I've seen trailers still up on properties in New Orleans.
It's wild to think. And so, yeah, make sure you tune in tonight at 6:30 on WCNC Plus. I'm going to be talking more about this. We're doing an hour and a half special. Then we'll pick up WWL's coverage down there.